No one even asked, but childless women are insistent on telling you how happy they are. Let me guess, it's going to be about being lazy, getting drunk, and engaging in vapid consumerism. Not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. A sure sign of a happy, meaningful, fulfilling life. Drinking coffee alone in silence in your atomised pod, with a view of other people's lonely atomised pods. Wow, so enriching. Disposable income, and what do you spend it on? Fake plants, fake grapes, and other cheap chintzy ornaments. Feeling envious yet? No. Wow, candles, because you can't have candles when you've got kids. Can't watch cartoons with children. Kids notoriously hate cartoons. Not being able to get drunk at midday with other lonely, spiritually bereft, childless women. Ooh, what a sacrifice. Talk about industrial level cope. She's devoted an entire TikTok channel to breathlessly proving she's definitely happy being a childless woman. Scores and scores of videos insisting that she's really got no issue with not having kids while making it her entire personality.
Happy International Child Free Day, everyone. A lot of times I get this comment that's like, why do you even make content about being child-free if it's something you don't have? Ultimately, it's to foster community and to engage with others. And I have had the most joy engaging with the child-free community on this app.
Yeah, when your community is a bunch of random strangers on TikTok, that's not a real community. That's not a real replacement for a loving family.
I'm child-free, and the freedom it gives me, not only in my finances, but my entire life, is something I wouldn't trade for the world.
Yeah, I'm sure your pointless girl boss adult daycare job is just as soul-nourishing as looking into your baby's eyes for the first time or watching them grow up.
If I'm in a toxic job, I can just quit. No worrying about my child's healthcare or another mouth to feed. If I don't like where I'm living, I can just move. No worrying about my kid transferring schools or living in an area with the best school district. Daycare costs, food, diapers, clothes, 529 plan. All of that gets directed to my retirement so I can stop working earlier and have freedom and choice.
Freedom and choice to do what? Live out your own genetic oblivion. Yes, I may have cultivated a joyless existence with no one to love me, no one to depend on me, or take care of me when I'm alone on my deathbed in some grim nursing home. But hey, look at the size of my 401k. Who are you gonna leave it to? Your cat?
I stocked up on cat stuff. I got this little house. It has a bunch of scratchers and they love to be just like hidden.
Not beating the stereotype.
And then the next one I'm really excited about. It's a UFO smart cat toy. It's supposed to like move and like stick a feather out.
Brags about having so much disposable income, spends it on pointless cat accessories.
The birth rate panic, it's because rich people need crops of new humans to exploit so they can keep raking in billions while people are suffering. And I'm not gonna give them that.
Literally the opposite is true. Feminism drove women into the workplace, so wages could be reduced and more people could be taxed. Girl boss careerism directly precipitated the birth rate collapse.
Daycare costs, food, diapers, clothes.
It's economically impossible. Go outside. There's 50 black people with 5 kids each. Get to work. Stop thinking of imaginary excuse. If I go outside, Tony Stark with Iron Man suit's gonna come down and zap me with space lasers. Shut up!
Being child-free to me is freedom, and it's also an act of resistance. If they wanted me to have a child, they should have built a world I'd be proud to bring a child into.
Good job your parents didn't think like that. Typical cop-out cope. Our ancestors created future generations in the shadow of global economic collapses, world wars, and the threat of nuclear annihilation. What are you afraid of? Orange Man bad? So you're a lazy consumer who buys trinkets and watches cartoons. Wow, groundbreaking. All these childless videos are just a compilation of self-obsessed people doing the most boring materialistic nonsense. Doesn't even look fun. At least go do something interesting. I just discovered something wild about coffee. Studies have been done to show that within just over an hour, regular coffee makes people's arteries go rock hard. When your arteries harden, you can't do the things you used to do. Mountain biking, running, pickleball. You've got to soften them up. You want them pliable, rubbery, youthful. Scientists gave old mice some NMN for 12 weeks, and their rock-hard arteries became elastic again. It was a 60% reversal. Here's Harvard Medical School's Professor David Sinclair talking about it.
Well, what I believe doesn't so much matter, but the scientific evidence points to taking a supplement every day, a gram of NMN, which is this precursor, stands for nicotinamide mononucleotide for the aficionados. just swallowing one of those, or 1,000 milligrams, is enough to double your energy.
So don't pay $5+ for that crappy coffee that hardens your arteries. Let me show you what you should be doing instead. Introducing the world's first longevity coffee. The only coffee that doesn't wreck your arteries. Instead, it helps them relax, boosts nitric oxide, and keeps you feeling young from the very first sip. It starts with NMN, the same molecule shown to restore arterial elasticity and reverse age-related stiffness. But it doesn't stop there. Glutathione, the major antioxidant in your body. It helps detoxify you from toxins in the air, in your food, in your environment. The stuff that makes you age faster. Vitamin D3 with K2, you never take one without the other. TMG, the only legal compound that specifically targets fat metabolism. Magnesium glycinate. This isn't one supplement, it's a 10-in-1 formula. You could buy all of these separately, fill your counter with bottles and spend hundreds every month. Or you could just drink this longevity coffee. Real coffee, real science. And listen, this is the launch day Black Friday deal. Buy one, get one completely free for 48 hours only. But after 48 hours, this deal is done for good. So ditch that overpriced drive-through coffee you're paying $7 for every morning. This is 10 times cheaper, 10 times better, and actually helps keep your arteries and your body youthful. So click the link in the description for that 48-hour launch special and start drinking coffee that's actually good for you.
Here's everything I did this week as a 35-year-old without children.
Let me guess, another bunch of basic shit that you can do with kids anyway.
I decided at the last minute that I was going to book a trip to Europe.
Check.
Roamed around.
Check.
Had myself some goulash.
Check.
Enjoyed a view over the city.
Check.
Took myself out for some lunch. Enjoyed some Slovenian wine.
Check.
I really wanted to try the bled cream slice.
Check.
I'll keep you updated on the rest of the trip.
You basically went on holiday, visited a few different places, ate food and drank wine. Things I've done on numerous occasions since I had a child. They act like people with kids never did any of this before they had kids. We did. And eventually it just gets boring. The exhilaration of watching your child emerge into and experience the world with fresh eyes never gets boring. We've lived both lives, you've only lived the child-free life. Yet you're desperate to lecture us about how much better it is. How would you even know? You don't want to have children, but stop pretending you know what joy is. C.S. Lewis spoke about this, like an ignorant child who wants to go on making mud pies in a slum because he cannot imagine what is meant by the offer of a holiday at the sea. Wow, she looks happy. Being a mom is the worst thing I could imagine for myself. Because who's got time for raising children? When a far more valuable way to spend it is making TikTok videos telling people, guys, like, racism is really bad. I'm in the trees, I'm in the breeze, my footsteps. They try to present as so cool, content and secure in their child-free lives. But when someone like actor Timothy Chalamet says procreation is the reason we're here, and that he thought a friend who bragged about not having kids and how much time it afforded them to do other stuff was bleak, they all lose their tiny minds. Timothy Chalamet is making fun of people who chose not to have kids while turning 30 next month with no kids. Getting a little behind, buddy. Bit different for women though, isn't it?
No eggs. Empty egg carton. You don't have any eggs.
Timothy Chalamet can F right off. Why is it his or anyone's business if someone has kids or not? I don't have or want kids, and I can assure you my life is not bleak. Honestly, I can assure you that my life is not bleak. An entire subculture made it their business to laboriously drone on about how great it is not having kids. One guy says procreation is actually quite important, and they all have total meltdowns.
We can talk it good, how you wish it would be all the time.
Motherhood is beautiful, but so is waking up whenever I want. Wow, these girls are so happy. The sleep I get alone not having kids has dramatically helped me look and feel younger. You can tell I haven't had kids because it doesn't make any sense. My 1-year-old literally sleeps 15 hours a day. Like, there's plenty of time for sleep. Childless woman 37 goes viral with top 10 reasons why her life is better without kids. I spend my money on me and only me. And my dogs, obviously. I don't want to be affording children. I definitely don't want to sacrifice things I want for them. Right, you're insipidly selfish and your dogs are your children. Wow, what an incredibly valid reason. But it's not just the women.
The number one reason why I'm not having kids is because I love to change my mind. I never start a project where I don't have the ability to be like, you know what, this fucking blows. I'm gonna do something else.
Bro treats having children pouring your love and soul into the lifeblood of the next generation. In the same vein as reneging on a bad business idea. We make fun of them, but this anti-natalist narrative has greased the skids for demographic oblivion. The fertility rate in England and Wales has fallen to the lowest level since records began. Ditto for America, all-time lows. The UK's abortion ratio for 100 pregnancies is nearly nearly 50%. And 77% of the women having abortions are white. We're literally committing civilizational self-annihilation. And these clowns have turned it into a cutesy TikTok trend.
If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website, modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.